Greetings, everyone. How are you doing? So, today is day two of my 5-day challenge to get tasks done. Since we are talking about tasks, day one was about decision making. So, eventually, naturally, the second topic is tasks. How to get our tasks done once our decisions are made. What is it that we need to understand? And that is, we need to understand the tasks. What is the task at hand? Because tasks are of three types. Either they are short term tasks, usually urgency based, or they are medium term tasks, which are kind of urgent but also kind of important as well. But they require some work. And the third type of tasks are the ones which are long term, which are important, which do not have an urgent deadline, but which require some effort and some planning. In order to understand these, one of the many different things that I have come across is that usually what we do is we believe that either we are lazy because we are not getting it done, or maybe we procrastinate, but it's more of a misunderstanding. Like we misunderstand procrastination even because uh, sometimes the seeming procrastination is totally because we are overwhelmed. The easiest way uh, to overcome or to understand whether it is overwhelm or whether you are actually procrastinating is a tool or a technique by Mel Robbins. What she did was she just said, count down 5 numbers. So, whatever you are thinking of and you are unable to start on it, just count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and get up. Just snap of a finger. If you are able to get up, then it's not overwhelmed. But if you are unable to get up and get it done, then most probably either uh, it's one of the few things that I had mentioned yesterday, that either you have a fear of failure, that is what's causing the overwhelm, or there is lack of excitement from within, because maybe you're only looking for external cues or external motivations, because there is lack of either clarity of meaning or lack of clarity about the consequences, like how would it turn out, or you are not clear about the steps in between. There is either a knowledge gap or a skill gap, or there is a gap in developing your attitude. Attitude is not about being a stuck up or stubborn, but attitude is about having a leadership mindset within you. When we are able to lead our own self, that is the point when we don't rely on mere excitement or motivation. It's when we understand the importance of the task. Another easiest way to understand tasks is to set up a time limit to it. So if it is urgent, the easiest option is to set up a 5 to 10 minute time frame. If it gets done in 5 to 10 minutes, max 15 minutes, that is something which is urgent, either out of urgency of the moment, of excitement, or you had already lost time because you were waiting for being, how would I say, how much excitement you had over it, or you didn't, or you were not motivated enough, and now you have lesser time to complete that, which is why it has become urgent. So if you are able to do that, good. Another technique would be to make decisions on paper, because the best decisions when made on paper make more sense, and they are no longer vague. When we are only thinking about it, we kind of lose track. We are unable to assess the importance, or we are also unable to assess how it would turn out. Sometimes the ideas look very good in the head, but when we put it down on paper, we realize that there is lack of coherence. The ideas don't connect, or it just doesn't make a logical or intuitive sequence as to how we want to deliver it. So make sure if it is overwhelming, either overwhelming or if there is an urgency, keep the time short. So 5 minutes to 15 minutes, and the best or easiest thing is to set up a timer for you. Tomorrow's topic would be specifically on time management, but now that we are talking about tasks and how to manage urgent, urgent and important tasks, putting a time frame really helps, and a countdown timer really helps with it. So that is how we can tackle the urgencies by giving ourselves, developing the habit of 5 or even sometimes 2 minutes work. Like give yourself just 2 minutes. So when you are able to do it in 2 minutes, the overwhelm naturally comes down, because overwhelm builds up when there is a lot of time. Any task stretches for as long as the amount of time we have to do it or complete it. Like if there is no deadline, definitely all the overwhelm, the distractions, the interruptions, everything affects. Then second, uh, and obviously, if it's not about just 15 minutes, it's the how you can tackle urgency is that it is to be done within a day or within a week. That's it, no longer than that. Second, the urgent and important, because there is some urgency, there might be a particular deadline to it, and it is important because it would result in a certain outcome you are looking for, or you would be excited in, interested in, or it would have some financial rewards attached to it. So anything that you value, yet it has some urgency, like you need to do it a little more quicker than just linger on with it, that is urgent and important. So if you use the color yellow, that would also be very helpful. Like if you have a one pager when you're planning, keep options of three colors. So every time, even if you are traveling, when you reach the traffic light, you it will serve as a reinforcer, because you'll be reminded that you have certain urgent tasks, and then urgent and important as yellow, and important as green. So what do we do when there is red light? We stop, do it, that's it. And it's for a very short time. What happens when the light is yellow? We get ready. It's important because we can't stay there for forever, and it's urgent because we need to be attentive. So that is how I judge my works. And as a mom of five, as a social entrepreneur for 29 years, managing my home based online business for training and development of solo operating women entrepreneurs, as well as students and super moms. Super moms who want to be super moms, or moms who are already super moms and juggling with multitasking and uh, solo operating whatever they wish to do. These tips really help with that. So, we have covered the urgent, we have covered the urgent and important. So, urgent and important again has a shorter time period. It can be 1 month or 3 months, but it has a time limit. So, uh, why do 90-day challenges work? Or when you give yourself a 90-day plan, where will you be in the 90 days, next 90 days? That is what it is. So, if you are into considering to develop your leadership skills, whether you want to lead your own self or lead others, my friend Dr. Ghazala Khan, who is a certified coach of internationally acclaimed Arfin Khan, you can take up her training of Incredible You and develop your skills to become incredible, develop your mindset and develop skills which will help you to become incredible for your personal life as well as for other areas of life. And if you just want to train your brain, that is another of Ghazala Khan's program. So why I'm talking about this is we are all uh, connected together in a network, and all of us work on supporting each other. Like right now, we have in our live attendees uh, Sadia Basi and Sadia Abdul Jabbar and Javeria Zubair and Nabila Poracha. So, all of these amazing women have been with me. We have worked together on different short and long term projects. Uh, uh, Sadia Abbasi is a graphic designer. It has been an amazing experience. We taught graphic designing to uh, women entrepreneurs who learned easy, simple techniques, and it was a 1 month program which went slow and steady. Even though uh, these workshops are doable in 1 week. But why we prefer 1 month is we go slow and steady, give them reviews, because no matter what we learn, as we start practicing it, we do get questions or we do sometimes get stuck with certain things. So 1 month's time is easy for them to develop uh, the understanding, the increase the level of skill and mastery of what they have learned. Sadi Abdul Jabbar is a counselor and she helps women to become mindful, to develop skills, life skills on how to be a better mom and a better person. Javeria Zubair is a content writer. She is an amazing story writer. She is amazing with words and she is great with drawing and greenery. Why I say greenery? Because she had an aunt, God bless her. She's no more with us, but she has been an she was an inspirational lady because she used to uh, carry out different campaigns and carry out plantations, planting different plants in different areas and sponsoring them, and it was amazing. Thank you so much, Kutsia. Kutsia Tarek, Dr. Kutsia Tarek is a clinical psychologist. She's at the Karachi University, my college friend, and an amazing personality. Uh, been there a lot, has been supportive to me always during my college days, and even after over 30 years, we are still connected like sisters, and it's amazing. So, why I'm talking about all these women in the network? Because when we have tasks to do, sometimes we have crazy ideas and we need people who believe in us or who believe in the craziness, and we are able to get our tasks done. So, in order to get your tasks done, it is very important to be among the people who either believe in you or who believe in your dream, or who have the resources or the knowledge or the skills to guide you, advise you to get those tasks done in a better way. So, this is what we actually need. Uh, I keep telling myself that depression is a luxury I cannot afford. I know it's a very sensitive topic. Mental health is uh, not only an ongoing but a growing phenomena, and whether it's a baby or a grown up person, a lot of people have been experiencing this. And Kutsia is a person who is a master of all this. She is amazing with her clinical psychology techniques and tools, an amazing personality in her own self, and she has internationally been acclaimed and done so much work. So I am, through these 5 day challenges, uh, trying my best to give tribute to all these amazing women that I'm connected with. And this is how I am encouraging people to get your tasks done. This 5 day challenge is a series that I started in December 2021, and now it's 2024, third quarter of 2024. So it's the best time to start planning how you want your next 90 days to be. And with that, you'll be able to plan it better because best decisions are done on paper. And people who write down their goals, write down their outcomes, because whatever task we do, we become what we do. Or when we start believing in who we want to become, that is how we start doing the things important and necessary for becoming that person. So, tasks in any way are connected to our identity. And instead of getting hooked on external things or our achievements or our kids or home or uh, anything outside ourselves, it is so much better that we uh, acknowledge our own self, upgrade ourselves, build up our strengths. I am a housewife. I have been uh, at home because my kids were small, and I'm a mission vision based mom, just like my parents. So, what was important for me was my presence and giving the quality time, and also as much as possible the quantity time to my kids. I'm not a perfect housewife, but whatever I try to do as much as possible to the best of my abilities. And if there are any shortcomings, I work on learning those. So when I got married, after a gap of 23 years, I started taking formal educations. And that is how I started improving. Otherwise, with the routine life, it becomes so easy to either get into a victimhood mode or to get bored and to get into the indulgences of emotional eating or just scrolling away endlessly or watching uh, videos, or in earlier it was not videos, it was the magazines, or just scrolling through channels of the television. And that's how we were using time. But now, even though the time frame is same, uh, leave alone the sleeping part, but the time we are awake, everyone has the same 24 hours. And still, even though I am taking care of my kids, now they are grown up, but earlier they were younger. So I was looking into uh, helping them clarify their concepts, because education for me is first love. So that was my task. And helping them through with learning skills, how to become a better student, how to manage their time or their tasks. That is how I started going, and then people started connecting on what they would like to have in their life, improve on their things. And I experimented with different types of people, because initially it was not something that I wanted to do as a profession or a career. Even now, I don't take it as a profession because I take it as a service. And I love to serve, I love to help people, and when people love me back, obviously, it works. And it sort of started becoming a source of earning for me. So that is how it grew. And now I help other women who are like me, either working from home or having their own professional lives, to relax down, to uh, build up themselves on all levels. Thank you so much, Kutsia. Uh, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Uh, she personally knows me and my children, so that endorsement comes from direct experience. So, this is what it is, what we do, what we achieve. It all depends on who is it that we are. Earlier, what we had learned was that when we do something, that is when we become something, and that is when we are able to have something. But having learned NLP, which is neuro linguistic programming, in easier terms, it is how our mind works, how our thoughts affect our emotions, or how the emotional states affect our thoughts or stream of thoughts. And this is how uh, it's like chicken or egg, which came first. But that is not important. The important thing is what is the end result? Who do we become in the end? So even if we have been off track, if we get back on track, we are resilient, we persevere. Even if we have fallen down, when we get up one more time, that is our win. That is what makes our tasks fulfilling. Making consistent mistakes means that we are trying and we are moving on. Quitting is not an option, I believe. So, when we have our kids, we need to become a role model for them. So, the amount of sacrifices we give, those tasks don't count for kids. They want a mom who is confident, who is someone they can talk to, who is someone they feel safe with. I may love my kids a lot, but if I constantly keep nagging at them, they won't love me. If I don't have self esteem, if I don't have self respect, I would indulge in behaviors which are demeaning. So nobody wants to be around a toxic, negative person. So instead of waiting on other people satisfying our needs or other people taking our responsibility, if we take up the task of responding in ways that would be fulfilling for us, in ways that would benefit others and ourselves equally, in ways that builds up our competence, our understanding, and our abilities for responding, when we indulge in activities which are in alignment with broader group goals and still broader humankind goals, when we develop better self management and personal creativity, that is when we are able to admire our own self, and obviously we get appreciation from others also. But uh, being codependent on other people for appreciation and growth, it never works. So in short, doing uh, is a very slower process, because sometimes we think that we need to do a lot of things to reach the gym, like change clothes, take up stuff, drive or walk, uh, start doing it, having sore muscles, and so on. And all these things can also become a demotivation for us. But if we focus on being fit instead of losing a particular number of uh, kgs, losing weight or anything, the importance shifts from excitement to uh, the priority of fitness, for maybe a goal of being able to uh, energetically play with our grandchildren, or to be able to be among those women who are able to stay active and productive even at the age of 90, who are able to do sports, who are able to participate in competitions, or just have the energy to walk without crutches, without having pains and stuff. That goal in itself, or that outcome in itself, is so exciting. It's like uh, rushes the blood in our bloodstream, and we can feel the excitement. The circulation just starts pumping in a lot. And how we can achieve these tasks are other subtasks, smaller tasks, like breathing exercises, right? Mindfulness exercises, and so many other things, like our psychologists can endorse, which are certain tests, the CBTs, and there are technical names which I'm not aware of because I'm not qualified to be a psychologist in that manner. But uh, having done NLP and all, being sitting with these people who are learned, who are knowledgeable, I have been able to understand that we can be so much more if we focus on building our own identity and being a better, incredible version of ourselves. So, if anything, any of these make sense, you can write down hashtag live or hashtag replay, or ask your questions below and I'll answer them. These 5 days, this is a free challenge. Focus on how to get your tasks done. If you are struggling on it, anyone who responds here will get a 15 minutes free strategy session, which is not going to be a sales call. So I won't be selling anything to you, but we would definitely talk on strategies which can help you to get your tasks done, so that by the end of 2024, you are able to keep your hand on your heart and say to yourself that, yes, I finished this year powerfully and boldly. Whatever resolutions you made, if you are able to achieve them, how is that going to make you feel? Who will you become by being an achiever for your own self, for achieving your own dream goals? How would people around you in your social setup respond? Or if, let's suppose, even if nobody else cares, how would you yourself feel about achieving your dream visions about yourself? So, if you want to get back on track, or if you are looking for ways to do things easier or quicker, if you want to save your effort and time, just comment below or DM me in my messenger and we can talk. You can even share your WhatsApp number in the messenger and we can start having conversations or calls on the WhatsApp. And in this way, you'll be able to be in to set yourself up and be the person who is working smartly on your goals. Because I personally don't believe in hard work. There are a lot of laborers. I respect their work. I pray for them for the hard work they are doing, because without them, without all the people who carry out the construction work, who build up the roads, who do sewer cleaning work, who collect garbage, all these people are those for whom we need to be grateful for. How would life be without them? So these may be small tasks, but we can get them done easily and faster if we develop that identity in ourselves, for in which all the achievements become effortless. So if you have tasks, just I'll just recap it. If you have tasks, try to identify or diagnose rather whether it's an urgent task, whether it's an urgent or important task, or whether it's an important task. So with any of these, keeping a deadline or a time frame will help you to achieve much more, much better, much quicker. So, looking forward to meeting you again tomorrow, almost the same time, and we'll talk about the next important topic, which is time management to get your tasks done. Take care. Bye bye.